My name is Lily. I am 28 years old. Today, I want to share something very personal with you, my story. It's a story of heartbreak, growth, and rebirth. It's a story born from deep emotion, from pain, from hope. It's a story I carry in my soul. Years ago, when I was younger and more naive, I met someone. His name was Ethan. He was charming, strong, and thoughtful. He looked at me like I was the only woman who existed. His eyes held promises. His smile made my heart skip a beat. In the beginning, everything felt magical. We would talk for hours, losing track of time. We shared secrets, dreams, and silly jokes. We watched sunsets together and held hands under moonlight. I thought he was the one. I believed we would grow old together. I fell deeply, hopelessly in love. He became the center of my world. Every plan I made included him. Every song reminded me of him. I thought love like ours could conquer anything. But life has a strange way of teaching us lessons. Slowly, Ethan started to drift away. The warmth in his eyes faded. He stopped calling just to say hi. He no longer laughed at my jokes. He grew distant, like the ocean pulling back from the shore. I asked him what was wrong. He said everything was fine, but I knew better. I felt it in my bones, the silence, the space, the absence. And then, one day, he laughed. Just like that. No explanation, no real goodbye. He found someone else and vanished from my life. He forgot about me. He forgot about us. I was left in pieces. I cried myself to sleep for weeks. I held on to memories like they were the last pieces of him I had. I whispered his name into the night, but he never returned. On the outside, I smiled. I went to work. I met friends. But inside, I was empty. My heart was shattered. Time passed, but the pain lingered. Every morning, I hoped to see his name on my phone. Every night, I wished things had turned out differently. But he was gone, and he wasn't coming back. I was left with the silence, with the aching questions. I started to feel like I had lost not just him, but myself too. Then one morning, I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the woman staring back. Her eyes were tired. Her spirit was dim. She had forgotten how to dream, how to hope, how to love herself. That day, I made a decision. I told myself, Lily, you deserve better. You deserve peace. You deserve love from yourself. I decided to let go, to stop chasing ghosts, to stop waiting for a love that had already walked away. I changed my hairstyle. I bought myself flowers. I began reading books again. I took a solo trip to the mountains. I met new people. I smiled, even when it was hard. I rediscovered the pieces of me that I had forgotten. And slowly, I began to heal. One quiet evening, I wrote him a letter, but it wasn't filled with longing or pain. It was a letter of closure. I wrote, I once loved you deeply. I waited. I hoped. I cried. But now, I choose me. I wish you well, but I release you. This is goodbye. I didn't send the letter. I burned it. I watched the flames turn pain into ashes. And with that, I felt free. I was no longer a prisoner of the past. I no longer needed his love to feel whole. Now, I live a new life, a life filled with hope and courage. I laugh more. I dream bigger. I love myself in ways I never knew I could. The girl who begged for love is gone. The woman who knows her worth has taken her place. I am stronger now, braver, happier. I don't hate him. I don't wait for him. I simply wish him peace. Because of him, I found myself. Because of that pain, I became powerful. Because of that goodbye, I learned how to say hello to myself again. When I think of Ethan, I don't cry anymore. I smile. Not because I want him back, but because I now understand the purpose he served in my life. He was a chapter, not the whole story. This is my story, a story of heartbreak. Yes, but also a story of healing, self-love, and transformation. And maybe it's your story too. Maybe you're on your own journey to rediscover your strength. If you are, I want you to know this. You're not alone. You are worthy, you are enough, and you will rise. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for being part of this moment with me. If this story touched you, stay with me for more. Let's walk this path together. Let's grow. Let's heal. Let's find joy again. I love you all. Until next time, take care. And never forget how powerful you are. Please like, subscribe, and share if this story spoke to your heart. Write your stories in the comments.